Yo, what up guys, welcome to the video for today. My name is Peter. I've been doing cold approach for 8 months. After college, I essentially got like no girls at all. I was using online dating. I was playing a lot of video games. I was getting no results from that. And I had very little experience in dealing with women, so I was scared to approach. I had very bad approach anxiety. I knew cold approach existed from the time that I was 18, but I never did anything about it. I just basically like sat in fear, like wondering, I would go out to malls actually sometimes. I would go and like try to approach, but I would literally never do it. So eventually one day I took a program and I got someone to help me get over my initial fear of getting started. And since that point, that was 8 months ago, since then I have done it every single day because I'm scared to lose the ability. Like I'm scared I'm gonna wake up one day and I just can't do it again. So that's basically what drives me, and also I've gotten results from it. So I've gotten laid, a lot. Last month was my best month ever in terms of getting laid. 6 new girls in 1 month, pretty cool stuff. And then, I had my first threesome last month, so that's pretty cool. And then the month before that, same, one of my best months as well. I think it was like 3 or 4 girls that month. And then it was just before that, same thing, I think 2 or 3, and then before that I actually wasn't getting results. So, I took a little bit of time there to figure out cold approach, figure out the logistics, polling, dates, all that stuff. But this video I want to talk about why is day game actually the single best way to date currently. If you're not one of those guys on a Hinge who's literally cleaning up, about, I think some statistic is like 5 or 10% of guys on Hinge are getting, the majority of the matches on the app. So if you're not one of those guys who's literally cleaning up from online dating, then, cold approach, day game is probably going to be your best bet. And I'm going to go over all the reasons why. I'm going to go over all the problems guys are having in online date or in dating in general currently, that we're seeing in, social media, just in the news, all the problems guys are having. And then I'm going to just go over how day game is the single solution to just solve all those problems. Okay, cool. So I wrote them down here. Number 1, guys are not getting likes online. Okay, cool. So the majority of guys, like I said, are not going to get results from online dating. No matter how good your pictures are, it's over. Not to be a dick, but, it's kind of over. Like you're going to get like some subpar matches or likes. That you probably don't even want to deal with that type of girl. So for the majority of guys are just not going to get results from online dating. We've seen the statistics. The majority, a very small percent of guys are getting literally all of the matches and likes and everything, and they're cleaning up. So we know that, and it's all good. So how do you solve this? You go and you talk to girls. Cold approach is behavioral. It's not based on looks. It's not based on status. It's you and a girl. You go, you talk to the girl, you convey yourself, you learn behaviors that are attractive, you put those out there in the world, you take her on a fun experience, you take her on a date, you get a number. As long as you convey yourself the right way, you know what's attractive, and you put that out there and you are attractive, cold approach solves your lack of likes online. Get out there, go talk to some girls essentially. Okay, number 2, I wrote down guys are worried about their looks and are looks maxing. Someone actually asked me, and do I cover in my community looks maxing the other day. I thought that was kind of hilarious and just like kind of a little bit like sad and just misguided. So attraction, online dating and social media definitely makes it seem like it's based on looks. They're selling literally like looks maxing products and courses. There's a whole fucking industry around it. Which I could see it actually making sense, like a little bit, if that works. I'm not a believer in that, but like, if you can somehow make your jaw look like 1% better, in some edited photo or some shit, then, maybe you can get like a 1 point hotter girl online dating. I literally have no idea what the returns are on such a dumb investment, but yeah, so you got that. You can looks max your way into like 2 more matches that are like 1 point above what you would normally get if you slap a filter on there and hit it from like the right angle. So good luck with that. But yeah, it's just so looks are, they are popular right now. Social media makes it seem like looks are everything. Online dating, same thing. And I could see that being the case. But when you step out into the real world and you go and talk to some girls, you'll realize looks are not everything. You know, I'm 5'8". I'm not that attractive. I go and talk to girls. I get numbers all the time. I get girls that like me. I go on dates, and I get laid, and I take girls home. So looks are not everything. Go put yourself out there, convey yourself in the right way, learn what's attractive. Again, same solution to the guys not getting likes online thing. Go do a cold approach, go talk to some girls. Don't be rubbing your jaw with a fucking rock for days or mewing and shit, okay? I mean, you can do that. It's kind of funny, but you know, someone legitimately asked me about that in my course, in my school community. So I just quickly want to address that. Guys don't know how to socialize right now. So like a lot of guys, you know, younger guys especially, they've been online somehow more than I thought I was online a lot. Guys are literally online more than I was when I was a kid. So guys legit don't know how to socialize anymore. The solution to this is you go and socialize. You go talk to some people, you go talk to some girls, you go learn cold approach, you just go talk to people. That's how you learn it. You don't learn it any other way. And that's the fastest way to learn it, actually, is to go cold approach and go put yourself in a scary situation where you're forced to do something a little bit uncomfortable, and just keep doing that. And then you'll get more and more comfortable with it. You'll learn, you know, how to have a regular conversation, carry a conversation, how to make it fun, how to make it interesting, and then you'll learn. Social skills are learned through action and socializing. So essentially, cold approach day game is a solution to that as well. Problems with Hinge, actually I already addressed this one pretty much. So fear of rejection, guys are scared to get rejected. How do you get over this fear? You go and get rejected a bunch, you know, so you just go do it. In dating, you know, not everyone's gonna like you. There's girls that like you, there's girls that love you, there's girls that hate you. You have to put yourself out there, you have to go for what you want, you have to figure out what you want, you have to go for it. And in doing so, in being vulnerable and going for what you want, you're going to get rejected, and you're going to develop sort of a tolerance to it. It's still, you know, it doesn't actually affect me that much anymore, but it's just gonna hurt a little bit. You have to put yourself out there, you have to be vulnerable, and you have to go for what you want. Cold approach day game solution to that. It's repeated actions of seeing what you want, going for it, and taking action towards your goals, and you know, seeing something and just going. So it's a meditation in that you know, overcoming rejection and going for what you want. Fear of dealing with women, same deal. You know, go talk to some women, go get experience with them, see how they are. You know, go talk to them. Actually, go use your mouth, go use your feet. Walk up to them, approach them, say, hey, you know, I thought you were kind of cute. Had to be honest. You know, what's going on? Who are you? I'm Peter. Just go introduce yourself. Fear of dealing with women. A lot of guys, you know, same deal. Online all the time, not talking to women, not getting experience. That's how you get experience, is you go and get the experience. Don't know what to say to women. Same thing, you know, go talk to them. Go have a boring conversation. Go we call it interview mode in game, you know, just interviewing factual information. What school did you go to? Do you live around here? What are you up to right now? Where'd you get those shoes? Where'd you get that jacket? Just go do that. Who cares? Like, if it's your first few approaches, go interview some chicks. Like, literally, just go up and interview. Interview mode is better than worrying about what to say, trying to be perfect, trying to do all these things. Go say, hey, I'm Peter, and then interview. Just go in interview mode. You know, nice talking to you. Have a nice day. There, you got some experience. So just go do bad game if you want. If you're very scared, go do bad game. I actually advise bad game. Like when you're nervous or just starting, or you're trying to like warm up a little bit, go do some bad game. I actually like bad game. Like it's funny. Like, just go do it. Okay, cool. Problems with night game. So night game is a big one that, you know, I've been toying with a little bit. You know, a little bit of night game here and there. Turns out, not a fan. You know, at this point, I'm gonna just come out and say it. Not a fan of the night game. Too much time, too much money, too much energy, too much alcohol, too much craziness. The friends are dragging them away. Not a fan. You know, it is fun sometimes when you're out with the boys and you're having a fun night and you're going hard. But it's not a consistent thing. I can't make it a consistent thing, at least for myself. A lot of busy guys, a lot of ambitious people. You know, we want to get shit done. I want to get up early. I want to get shit done. I want to focus on my work. I want to focus on my health. I have other areas of my life that I want to progress and move forwards. and night game is not conducive to that, like conducive with that at all. It almost takes me backwards in a lot of areas because I lose sleep, I lose energy, I lose. If I get up at like noon or whatever, I'm just like, all right, the day's over. I did some drinking last night as well. I'm not feeling good, so I'm not a fan of this night game stuff. It is fun every now and then for sure, but as a consistent way of meeting women, not a huge fan of it. Day game, you walk outside, you do 3 to 5 approaches, you get a few numbers, you text them, you go on a couple dates a week, you call it a day. Like, it's so simple, and that gives you some time as well to actually analyze your approaches. See how your texting is, how's your tonality, how are you qualifying, evaluating, does your clothes look okay? So 3 to 5 approaches, just go do that, and then kind of analyze it, work those leads, follow up with your numbers, a lot better than a hectic night out of who knows what the fuck happens at, until 2, 3, 4 a.m. in some cases. So not a fan of this night game stuff. Okay, busy schedule, same deal. Cold approach. Day game is the answer. So, like I just said, 3 to 5 approaches, you walk around 30 minutes to an hour, who knows. I like to schedule it. A lot of people like to go and, sort of get them done on their ways in and out of whatever activities they're doing. I like to put it in my schedule. I like to go knock it out. I like to go home. I like to focus on the next activity. I can't do like 3 things at once. I do one thing. So that's just a personal preference of mine. I like to schedule my approaches rather than try to knock them out as I'm like running around at Trader Joe's or some shit. But yeah, so busy schedule, day game. Walk around, do a little bit of day game, go home, go to the gym, whatever you need to do. No money, if you're like a broke college kid, you can't go out at night, you can't, afford to. Day game's the answer. You go get like a $2, $3, $4 coffee or something with a girl, a smoothie or something. It's way cheaper than going out and spending money on alcohol or covers for places and Ubers and all this. So it's a cheap solution to meet quality women as well. Quality women are usually not found in a nightclub or a bar at 4 a.m. on a Thursday. They're probably not there. They're probably in bed. They're probably studying. They're probably getting ready for work or doing working on other aspects of their life instead of regressing their health, and their work and almost every aspect when you go out at night and you're partying and stuff. So yeah, that's just kind of my take. That's what I like about day game, and that's why I'm a huge proponent of day game as opposed to any other method for meeting women. At least in 2024, maybe something new is gonna pop up, or maybe Hinge is gonna balance out the algorithm for the majority of guys to get some matches. But who knows? I don't see that coming anytime soon. If you'd like help with your day game, I'm releasing a bunch of stuff, and a few trainings in my school community are coming out over the next few days. They're going to be coming out mainly for like my August one-on-one program, but I'm going to have them come out in the school community, and then I'm going to sell it as like a bundle as well. So yeah, check it out. That's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you're in New York City, I do like a meetup as well every Saturday. So join the school, come and hang out. We'll do a few approaches and we'll hang out. Thanks for watching. Have